Hey guys, it's Skinfeaster and welcome back to episode 38 of my Man.City career. Now in today's episode, it might well be a bonus episode depending on whether you guys managed to hit 100 likes in the first 6 hours of the last episode. If it's not a bonus episode, then of course that's absolutely fine. And if we could try and hit 100 likes on today's episode, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel or just haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well down below. That'd be absolutely fantastic. Really just want to say thank you all so much for the support recently on these videos. It has been incredible. And this series in particular has been absolutely fantastic. So thank you all so much for that. Let's crack on with today's episode. The first game is against Everton. We will be playing that one. If you didn't see the last episode, that we lost in the final to Leicester in the EFL Cup, which of course is not the greatest result. We lost again in the final. I'm pretty sure it happened 2 seasons in a row. So that's disappointing, but we've got to move on from it. We can't now win everything, of course, but we're just going to have to try and do that next season. We are doing a season 3 for those who don't know. But in today's episode, we've got Everton, we've got Bournemouth, we've got a game against Villarreal, we'll sim the game against Watford, and then we'll play, to finish off the episode, the game against Chelsea. Won't quite have enough time, I don't think, to get to the Sunderland one. But we're getting close to the end of the season now. There's not too many months left, and not too many matches left as well. But more cup competitions will be coming up very shortly. Let's crack on with the game against Everton, though. This is the side I'm going to go with. Ederson starting goal, Danilo right back, Stones, Van Gaal, and Mendy in defence. In front of that, we've got Gundogan, Goretzka, and Diaz in midfield. Moreno on the right-hand side, Lozano on the left-hand side, and Gabriel Jesus up front. It's obviously a changed team. We played a couple of days ago in the final, as I said a minute ago. So yeah, let's crack on and see how we get on. Currently just 2 points, I think, in front of Chelsea in second place. So they've caught up very quickly over the last couple of episodes because we've dropped a few points here and there. So it's certainly a more sort of pressurised environment now in the league. So we'll have to try and get ourselves 3 points here. Okay, then here we are at Goodison Park for this match against Everton. Not really too sure what to expect from this Everton team in terms of their team selection. I guess we'll just have to wait and find out. I'm pretty sure they don't have Lukaku anymore. I could be wrong though, could well be wrong on that one, but I'm pretty sure he went to Man United, as we saw, I think, in the Manchester derby recently. So we won't have that to contend with, but we'll see who else they've got. Goretzka into Gabriel Jesus on the edge of the box. He needs another support here from Mendy. Back into the middle. Lozano's going to try and turn his man. Find the pass maybe to Gabriel Jesus. Oh, just get on the end of it. Does really well to do that as well. But sadly couldn't quite find the back of the net. Hits the post and goes out for a goal kick. Into Diaz. Really good bit of play. Diaz scores. What a strike that is. Fantastic intricate play on the edge of the box there. Really good between the midfielders, opening up some really good spaces around Everton. Fantastic bit of play. I think it's Goretzka, Gabriel Jesus, and then on to Diaz, who made a great run. And that's a fantastic strike as well. Like I said earlier, he played against Real Madrid a few days ago and managed to get himself a decent goal. That was not too far off it, to be honest. A fantastic finish and makes it 1-0 early on here. Chance for Everton here to equalise, and they should have equalised there as well. Diaz just lost the ball in midfield, wasn't quite strong enough to keep hold of it, and there wasn't an option to pass to, and Everton have just gone through and should score, like I say, that Deulofeu should put it in the back of the net. Gundogan, looking to Gabriel Jesus to shoot. Really good save by the goalkeeper. He has a good bit of connection on it there. I'm not so sure it was found in the back of the net, though, for Gabriel Jesus, but it had to be saved, I think. It's half-time, winning the game 1-0. We are playing better than Everton at the moment, having the better opportunities, but there's not loads of opportunities, to be honest. We're not creating that many chances. Quite a cagey game, kind of cancelling each other out for most of it. But I think we are playing the better stuff and do deserve to just about be in front. Lozano gets past his man, gets brought down. Is that going to be a free kick or a penalty? I couldn't quite tell. It was a very strange one. I seem to have got past the player as I got brought down. Really strange. But there's 30 minutes left of this game. Still winning at 1-0. And it is actually a free kick, not quite a penalty. But it's very, very close. Who do we have that's going to be good from this range? Nobody, basically. Okay. I think we're going to have to lay this one off. We're going to try and lay it off. Anybody there? Gabriel Jesus to hit it over the bar. Okay, all 3 changes here. About 25 or 30 minutes left of this game. Zinchenko, Castro, and Fernandez all to come on. We'll take off Goretzka, Gabriel Jesus, and Diaz. Moreno will go play up front now, and we'll see how that goes for the final 30 minutes or so. Just to try and freshen up the team a little bit, of course, bring on players like Castro and Zinchenko, and even Fernandez as well, are not particularly strong players, but we're going to see how we get on with those changes. Again, it's more about energy, to be honest, than anything else, and hopefully we've got the quality elsewhere on the pitch. Through to Zinchenko here. He's going to look to Moreno with a cross. Not great sort of positioning from him, but he actually connects with it. Moreno, look for that pass. Fantastic ball there to Lozano. He's got to finish this one off. Lozano, and he does. He gets the second goal that we needed. 25 minutes left of the game. Lozano makes it 2-0, and that's all come from Moreno. Great hold-up play. Fantastic pass as well. And I've been quite impressed with him, actually, when he's played up front for us recently. Very heavily involved here, Moreno, the substitute, and a good little finish on his left foot as well there for Lozano. Still going here. Couldn't quite manage to get hold of the ball, and it's going to be 2-1. It is. Straight from kick-off, Everton have got one back, and I just couldn't do anything. I couldn't take the ball off him. I tried to go in for a challenge, didn't let me. He actually managed to stand up to a slide tackle. So yeah, I don't really know what more I could have done there. I just needed to get him off the ball, but I couldn't. You can see here Deulofeu just couldn't be taken off the ball. It's into the back post. No one's marking Balassi, and he makes it 2-1. That's certainly livened up the game a little bit now. It's going to be an interesting final 20 minutes. I still think there'll be another goal, but I'm not so sure who for. We'll go either way, I'm sure. Everton still with a chance. Had to be saved onto the bar and over. Oh my days, every single cross that comes in is coming from a throw-in, and since you can't mark the players straight away from a throw-in, you have to wait to move forward and mark them. They get the cross in straight away every time, and we just can't defend it. Goalkeeper's up here. We're actually going to throw a player up just to kind of give us an extra man, hopefully on the break. It's risky, but hopefully it'll pay off. It's going to be headed away, and it should be up to Fernandes. He's up against one of their players here. Fernandes is trying to run away the substitute. Hopefully going to get away from their player. We should do. And Robles is not going to get back. We're going to see the game out here, and it's Fernandes to dribble it into the back of the net. It's 3-1. Managed to get that goal that we needed just to confirm the victory in the 93rd minute. Fernandes with the goal. Fantastic way to finish the game from that breakaway. Someone gave me that advice quite a few episodes back now, and it does seem to work really well. I've not noticed it before, to be honest. And it's a little bit risky, of course. You have a last man in the box, but it does usually work quite nicely. Fernandes there gets the goal, 3-1. That's it as well, and we finished the game. 3-1 victory, and really happy with that one. We didn't get the clean sheet, of course, but the 3 points is the most important thing. Usually, of course, when you're in a situation, you're just 2 points in front of Chelsea. You've got to win, no matter what the scoreline is. And we've managed to do that here, and I think we've done it fairly convincingly. I think performance-wise, we're actually more in control than the scoreline seemed going into the final couple of minutes of the game. But so happy with that one, and I think Chelsea drew to Newcastle, so that means we have extended our lead in front of them now. Yes, we have now 4 points in front of Chelsea. Fantastic news going to the final 12 games of the season. Gives us a little bit more breathing space if we were to go and suddenly lose the game. Okay, we've got a scout report back, and we're going to see how we're getting on here in the youth academy. We can see this guy has got a really, really good potential. Brazilian guy, left-footed. I think we're going to offer him a contract, get him into the team, and no doubt he'll get an opportunity, hopefully next season. Future first-team player, I think, is fair, and we'll offer a couple of other players contracts as well. There's some really good players that we have coming through, but a lot of them are 15 years old, so we can't quite promote them just yet. We'll promote this Spanish guy, 6'2", left-footed. Could be quite decent, actually. Don't find too many fairly quick centimetres of his height. So, yeah, pretty happy with that 16-year-old. Desperate to get Carter in here. I'm also desperate to sign Ribeiro as well, but can't quite just yet. And I don't know whether I should sign anybody else. A couple of other good players as well. Maybe I should bring in Alvarez. Thing is, I don't know how many space I've actually got in our team, so I could be bringing in too many players here. I think I'll bring in Menendez as well. I forgot about this guy. He's actually better overall currently than that Amaral, is it, that we've already got in the team. So it makes sense for him to come in, and he'd be a better option to play whenever we need him. Yeah, and I think we will also offer a contract out to this Alvarez guy as well. Left mid, another Brazilian, I think, left-footed, and yeah, I think he could be a good option. Decent potential, as we have all over in our youth academy, to be honest. Okay, fixture change. We've got a game against Newcastle now at the end of the week, so that'll be an interesting one. Quarterfinals of the FA Cup as well. Okay, on to this game against Bournemouth now. It's an away match, and this is I'm going to go with. There's been some overall changes, which is good to see recently. The last couple of episodes from some of these players. Edison goes up, Cal Walker's also gone up, as has, I think, John Stones and Danilo as well, so a few overall increases. Edison starts in goal, Cal Walker company, Stones, Bertrand, Sol, De Bruyne, Silva, Sterling, Sanchez and Sergio Aguero all starts. This is eventually gone with Ferreira, Harrison, Goretzka, Delph, Leroy Sané, Fernandes and Harris gets on this time round as well. So plenty of different options and a lot of big names also missing out as well. Should probably have Gabriel Jesus on there, to be honest, but he'll probably play in the cup game, I think. Okay then, so Chelsea have already played their game and they've won it as well, so that means they're now within a point of us in second place still. So this game, again, is very important to go ahead and win. Hopefully we can do that with such a strong team out. Ball out there to Sanchez, who's made a good run. He's got to bring it down as well now. He has still Sanchez to try and pull this one back. A good chance for Aguero and also Bernardo Silva, who does score a few minutes into this game. We've opened the scoring 1-0 here against Bournemouth. What a start to the match. 8 minutes in, Bernardo Silva gets a little tap in for us. Fantastic run, fantastic bit of play as well to get Sanchez in behind. Just plays it across. Aguero initially has made the goalkeeper made a fantastic save for that shot. And Bernardo Silva puts it in on his weaker foot and makes it 1-0. That's definitely the start that we needed. Bernardo Silva into Ryan Bertrand to shoot. Oh, I thought it'd gone in. Really good strike. I thought it found the top right-hand corner there. Hits it really well, but I think just about goes over the bar. So close. Well played, Sanchez. Now Aguero to finish this one off. Aguero straight at the goalkeeper. Sanchez to follow up and another fantastic save. Should be 2-0. Really, really good opportunity. Should have taken it. It's half-time. Winning the game 1-0 still here against Bournemouth. We have had a couple of chances, as you've seen, that we should have taken. Bournemouth also have looked to threaten themselves, actually, on the attack occasionally. We desperately need a second goal. That's got to give us a little bit more comfort. Got to try and get it as quickly as possible. Well played. Aguero's won it back. Aguero down to shoot for a tight angle and actually scores. It's 2-0. That's the second goal that we needed. Was not expecting that one to fly in though. He's hit it from a tight angle and the goalkeeper this time couldn't save it. Really good from Sergio Aguero initially though to win it back off the defender, and he strikes that one brilliantly into the top right hand corner. No stopping it. It's 2-0. About 20 minutes left. Let's make some changes now we've got the second goal. All three changes, Harris, Fernandes and Harrison all coming on. That means we'll be taking off Sergio Aguero, Silva and Kevin De Bruyne, resting them of course for the quarter-final that we have coming up very soon. So we're obviously making those changes for that reason. I think those players coming off have also performed really, really well in today's game as well. Harris chips it over there to Fernandes, who makes a great run from midfield. Still going, he's been caught up, but he can shoot and puts it wide. Have to work on the finishing a little bit for some of these youngsters, but it's not a bad run anyway from midfield. And that's, of course, the main thing, that he's doing those sort of things. The finishing will hopefully come a bit later on once we've played in a few more times. And that is it. We've won the game 2-0. Really good result again for us. Another 3 points just to keep on getting away from Chelsea as much as possible, making sure every time they win that we also win as well. And I think it fully deserved again. Bournemouth, though, did test us. They could have scored a couple of goals themselves on a different day, but today was our day and we managed to get ourselves 3 points. Okay, some player drills this week. Let's have a look how we get on. Hopefully have a little bit of progress on the attributes if there's no overall progress, of course. How are we going to get on? Yeah, quite a few attributes going up on various different players. Hill, again, going up on 3 attributes. Carter on 2 as well. So no overall changes, but a pretty good week anyway. Okay, so offered a few contracts out. We actually had 2 spaces in the squad, so that means that 2 of the players have had to decline the contracts. We do get Renato Pereira and Kleber Menendez, I think is how I pronounce his name, coming into our first team setup. That's good news, of course. Gives them an opportunity to potentially get a bit of game time here and there. Maybe even against Newcastle. It really depends what sort of players we have available. I think we'll have a pretty good team, to be totally honest, despite us playing just 6 days ago. Let's wait and find out how we're going to get on here against Newcastle. Let's change around the team though, first of all. Okay, so this is the team I'm going to go with for the quarter-final match in the FA Cup against Newcastle. We're going to have Menendez starting. Of course, he'd only just come in the last couple of days. He's starting goal. Kyle Walker at right back, Stones, Ferreira and Mendy in defence. Goretzka, De Bruyne and Silva in midfield. Sanchez, Gabriel Jesus and Leroy Sané starting as the front 3. This is the bench I've gone with. Quite a strong bench in some ways, but also a couple of youngsters there as well. Raheem Sterling, obviously quite a big name to have on the bench. 86 rated now. Harrison Lewis get on there, and we do have a lot of big names again missing out. It's a cup game, but of course one that we want to win. So it is a fairly strong team, despite many changes. Let's see how we get on. Of course, change the goalkeeper is going to be a bit risky, but we have had a worse goalkeeper in before. Amaral's much worse than this guy that we have in, so hopefully we'll do pretty well. Okay, then here we go for this match against Newcastle at St James's Park in the FA Cup quarter-finals. Can we get ourselves into the next round? We need to now, because obviously we lost in the final of the AFL Cup, so we've got to go on here and try and do something, try and win the cup, basically. That's what we have to do. Got to try and win one of the domestic cups this season. And that's, of course, including the Premier League and the Champions League as well that we want to try and win. Good chance here for Goretzka to shoot. Oh, it's a good finish as well. 4 minutes in, and the newest signing we've made has managed to score 4 minutes into the match. What a strike as well on his right foot. Fantastic way to begin the game. It's all kind of come from nothing, and it's another quick goal that we've managed to get. Leroy Sané brings it inside. Gabriel Jesus finds a little pass, and it's a good bit of play into the middle, and there's no stopping that. And it finds the back of net, 1-0. Brilliant start. But this is the part where we seem to drop off after here. We get the first goal, and then it's really difficult to get the second and third. Got to now try and push on. Sané going for a cross into Silva. Oh, I thought he'd done it. The connection wasn't great on it. It's a brilliant run, though, from midfield from Silva. I thought he had the headed goal in the back there for us. So close, but another really good opportunity. Gabriel Jesus onto De Bruyne to shoot on the volley. It's a good save. Needed to be as well, because De Bruyne made a fantastic run there. Got himself into a good position. The strike was okay. It was at the goalkeeper, but still had to test him a little bit. Couldn't keep hold of it. De Bruyne still has it here, though, as well. Just going to shoot this time. Oh, another good strike. Half-time, still 1-0. Haven't got the second goal that we're so desperate to get. We want the second goal much quicker. It can't keep on happening like this, where we get the first goal really quickly and then the second goal doesn't happen until 60th, 70th or 80th minute. It keeps on happening that way, and it seems like it's going to happen that way again in this match. Got to try and do it much quicker. If we can get a second goal to start the second half, then I'll be much happier. Okay, so we're in the 78th minute. We've not got at that early second goal that we wanted. And we have 12 minutes left of this match. Let's make some changes, because clearly we're kind of just kind of just going along a little bit at the moment. Need to try and pick things up and gonna have to bring on some new players. Okay, all 3 changes. Raheem Sterling, Danilo and Lewis all to go on. Sanchez, Gabriel Jesus and Goretzka all to go off. Danilo's going to play as a right winger. Yeah, let's give it a go. Let's see how it works out. Raheem Sterling will go play as a striker. Leroy Sané on the left-hand side. There's 12 minutes left and Newcastle have themselves a free kick here. Got to defend this. I think we should defend things much better than we do because we have some decent players in terms of height. We just don't really seem to use it very well. Sterling all through to Bernardo Silva, just about finds his way through onto Leroy Sané to shoot. Oh, another good save. Again, these goalkeepers keep on keeping their teams in it. And they're doing their jobs, basically. It's a really good strike here for Leroy Sané. Again, not quite finding the corners, but still had to be saved. A lot of power behind it. It's going to be a short corner here to Bernardo Silva. Leroy Sané's in the middle. He's going to try and turn his man if he can. No. Oh, no. Oh, no. Perez here in the 92nd minute running through. Oof. Anywhere on target, and that's basically a goal. Saved by a goalkeeper, and again we're going to go with throwing a player forward whilst they have the goalkeeper up. Might not even be able to get it to him. The whistle might be blown just before, but Sterling is again through on goal. Don't blow your whistle here, ref. We want the second goal. Raheem Sterling's going to run through. The substitute's going to run it into the back of the net. Deja vu, this time for Raheem Sterling. It's 2-0, and we got ourselves a goal again in the final few seconds of the game. It works a treat, does that little tip there for you guys if you didn't already know it. I didn't, to be honest, not so long back. And just run it into the goal there with Raheem Sterling. 2-0. That's it as well, into the next round of the FA Cup. I don't think it's a two-legged thing. I'm pretty sure that means we're through to the semi-final now. Hopefully that's right anyway, because of course the more fixtures we have, the more tight the players are going to be. So hopefully it's just one fixture. I'm sure we'll find out. Okay, some more play drills this week. Ribero's going to get a little bit more focused on what he's had previously, because he's actually only 57 overall, and yet his potential is 93 to 94. We've got to try and get him closer to that potential. And of course he'll be joining us hopefully in the first team setup next season. So let's simulate all the drills and see how we get on. Just to let you know, the game's against Villarreal coming up next. We're actually going to sim. We're already 4-0 up, so there's no point playing it. And we'll sim the game against Watford afterwards and then play Chelsea to finish off today's episode. No changes in overall this week. I think there's 1 or 2 attributes going up, but nothing major. Okay, so on to this next game here against Villarreal. It's going to be simmed. We're 4-0 up and 4 away goals in the last leg. Obviously going to sim it. We are going to still go with quite a strong team, although there are some changes. You can see the team on the left-hand side. So some changes after the last game, of course, just a few days ago. But it is still a good enough team to go on and get us into the next round. That's the main thing, of course. We're going to skip it straight away. Lose the match 1-0. That's fine, of course. It is an away goal for them. It finishes 4-1 into the next round, as we expected after the first leg, to be totally honest. And yeah, despite us losing it, I think that's okay, of course, to get into the next round. Now we're going to sim the game against Watford. That's a home match. A little bit risky doing that, but I think I just want to get onto the Chelsea game to finish off today's episode, because I think that's going to be obviously a huge match when we're 4 points, when they're 4 points behind us, and of course they're obviously very close to us currently in the league table and in the title race as well. Okay, so on to simming this one. Again, it's a similar sort of team to this. I think the bench is pretty much the same. I've brought in Gabriel Jesus, Leroy Sané. I think also Goretzka might be starting this one instead of the last one. Sané scores 9 minutes in. We'll skip the game. We've drawn 1-1. That wasn't supposed to happen. Drop some points there against Watford. Of course, you know the team. We should have won. It's basically just EA tripping us up there. But 2 points now behind Chelsea. We have to try and beat them in this next match to finish off today's episode. Let's sim the drills. Yeah, a bit disappointed about that because it's clear we had the better team out, so we should go on to win. Counter goes up to 71, Ribeiro up to 58 overall. Good progress for those guys. Those are the 2 players which are the future of this team. Those are the players that are going to be really, really good next season. And, you know, we've got to be training up and they're doing good so far. So hopefully that can continue. We're now on to the big match. This is the one we've been waiting for. I think it might be an international break here. That's why there's such a long set of days where we don't have a game. Hopefully no injuries. I don't think there should be. Okay, so this is the team I'm going to go with. There's no doubt it has to be our strongest team out for this game against Chelsea. So Edison starts in goal, Walker, Company, Stones and Bertrand in defence. Goretzka, De Bruyne and Silva in midfield. Gabriel Jesus, Sanchez and Aguero starting as our front 3. Very attacking. 3 strikers there. And this is the bench we're going with. Obviously no strikers because of that. But still very good players nevertheless. And I think a good enough bench to go on to try and win this game against Chelsea. Huge match. It could well tip the title race one way or the other. Of course, a win here would put us in a really good position. A loss here would put us in second place. So it's one of those sort of games that is near enough a title decided. Even though there's 10 games to go still, there'll be 9 left after this one. It's still a very important match, of course. Well, okay, here we go. At Stamford Bridge for this game against Chelsea. Got to get ourselves to 3 points. There's no doubt about it. Chance for Chelsea. Oh, thought it was going to be 1-0. Not been many chances, 1 or 2 chances for each team, but at the moment we're cancelling each other out. Nothing particularly clear-cut. This is probably the best opportunity of the game, to be honest. Fabregas should really do much better. Puts it wide on his left foot. Okay, so half-time, 0-0. Like I said before, not many chances. Both teams having very, very few chances. Cancelling each other out at the moment as well. Got to try and improve it, obviously. But I think there's going to be... I think it's going to be either a 0-0 or a 1-0. I can't see there being too many goals at all in this game. Gabriel Jesus, what a ball in. Silva, oh, saved by Courtois. Silva keeps getting in the box, and he has got his head on a few different things recently, and he has actually, I think, scored a goal with his head. Might be in last episode or the one before. I'm pretty sure he got himself a headed goal. And he's doing very well in that position. Just got to keep getting him into the box as much as possible. First change, Sol on, Goretzka off. It's basically just a change for energy, to be totally honest. I'm not going to see too much different from Sol that I got from Goretzka, I wouldn't have thought. We might change something in maybe 10-15 minutes time just to kind of tweak things a little bit. Try and get an edge. Silva through to Aguero. Aguero, oh, what a block. Rodriguez has looked good in defence for Chelsea. I think he's playing as part of that centre-back, the part of the 5 defenders that they've got in the 3 centre-backs. Bernardo Silva to deliver here. Gabriel Jesus connects with it, but it's a comfortable save. Okay, so this is where we're going to make the changes, which might give us a little bit of an edge. It's a bit of a risky 2 change to make. Moreno and Roberts to come on, and we're going to take off Aguero and Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus struggled a little bit on the right-hand side. Understandable, it's not his best position, but Moreno's going to go up front. He has done some good up there for us before, so we're going to see how it goes. Like I say, we're really kind of just rolling the dice a little bit on this one, just try and give us some sort of edge, because at the moment we are, again, very much just kind of going pretty flat, as are Chelsea. You know, it's a game where we cancel each other out, and someone's got to make a move, and that's my move. Hopefully it's going to be enough. No way. How has he managed that, Matic? Company can't do anything. A chance for Chelsea. Oh my days. Another opportunity, and they've scored it. Oh no. As it stands, we are second in the league. Chelsea score, 4 minutes left. I said there'd be 1 goal in it, and with 4 minutes to go, it looks like that will be the goal. Can't believe the way I defended there. I thought he was going to shoot. He did me there, Pedro. Fair play to him. Turns our man. It's deserved. I mean, he's completely done 2 defenders there. 3 minutes left, and yeah, what can we really do now other than just go all out attack? That's it. Lost the game 1-0, and Chelsea take the lead in the title race. Okay. Again, not really expecting that one. I thought we'd maybe get a 0-0. I didn't expect really to lose it, at least. I thought we were in that game, to be honest. We had a few good chances as well. I don't know how many more compared to Chelsea. I'm assuming more. Yeah, a lot more. 12 shots, 9 on target. Chelsea 1 shot on target. Yeah, that's what happens. They have more possession. But yeah, I can't really believe that so late on in the game. It was always going to be a goal in it if anybody scored. There was never going to be many goals in that second half at all. But it's happened, and yeah, we lose the game 1-0 to Chelsea, and that means they overtake us in the title race. Of course, there's still 9 games to go. There's plenty of time, and we will both drop points, I'd imagine, between now and the end of the season. It's just about dropping less points than Chelsea. So some play drills before we end today's episode. Let's see how we get on this week. Hopefully have a bit more progress from some of these guys. Yeah, a few stats going up, actually, quite a few. Hill getting close to 67. Ribeiro slowly getting closer to 59, but still a little bit off. Just so you know, we've got some youth academy players wanting to cancel their contracts, which of course means that the ones that are good enough, we want to try and promote them into the first team. That means we're going to have to release some players from the first team to find some space, basically. Garcia's going to leave. He's already been transfer listed. Sadly, didn't really give him much time on the pitch, but he was always going to leave us. Kolarov will also leave as well, £1.6 million. He was leaving anyway at the end of the season on a free contract. Can we? No, we can't get rid of anyone else. But we will sign a couple of players now, I think. In fact, just probably one, I think, because he wants to leave. This guy called Diaz. He looks good enough, and there was a player I was looking at before, so we will give him a future first team player. Look at Carter, 71 overall, 15 years old, potential 91 to 94. I can't believe it. He's going to be so good for us. £2.7 million already is how much it's worth. Okay, but that is everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If we could try and hit 100 likes, then I'd really appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the channel or just haven't subscribed yet, then please go ahead, hit that subscribe button as well. It'll be absolutely fantastic. And that is everything for today's episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Hopefully in the next episode we can get back in at first place ahead of Chelsea. But it's certainly been an interesting final 9 games. Thanks for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.